So this film begins with Ava, who has returned to her city after a long time because two of her school friends are getting engaged. One of her friends is named Danica. During the event, when she was standing downstairs and talking to Danica, Danica's friend was talking to Ava's ex. Ava and her ex used to like each other earlier. But they had a fight over something and they separated, and today all the friends are meeting after so long. After the engagement function is over, the four friends sit together and talk. Today is the 4th of July and they decide to go to the top of a mountain and watch the fireworks from there. When she is about to sit in the car, she sees her other friend Stevie. She thought that we are going for a walk after so long, so why not take her along as well? It was revealed that Stevie works in a bar, and when Ava reached her, she refused, saying that sorry, I have some work, so you guys go, but Stevie's friend says that I will look after the place and will manage all the work. If you want to go then go, you agreed. That's why now these people go on their journey. Everyone is driving towards the side of the cliff, but Danica suddenly screams at Fionn, due to which everyone else gets very scared, but it was just a joke. Quickly they reach that place and get down from the car. Danica was behaving strangely with Fionn. As if he was out of control, crazy. Suddenly another car started coming towards them. Then he was not even moving from his place. Other people get angry at his action, and then at the right time Ava's ex pushes him out of the way. Everyone looks at him angrily. But the other car moves out of its way and collides with the barrier, due to which it got stuck there. Everyone gets very scared seeing this. They run to save the driver, who was badly injured. But the car door does not open and the car keeps moving forward. Everyone tries to pull him back, but nothing happens. Then at the last moment the driver grabs Danica's fiancé's shirt. But she quickly frees herself and the car falls into the water. Ava and Stevie say that we should save him. But there is no way to go down. Danica's fiancé goes to call the police. Then Danica says that it was just an accident. Don't think so much. Such accidents keep happening on such roads. But Ava's ex says that we were standing here in the middle. It is our mistake. In a way we are killing him. After some time Danica's fiancé returns. He says that the police is coming and we should leave this place. Ava and Stevie do not like this. But Danica's fiancé convinces them that they will go to the police station. Ava's ex says that it was not possible to save her. We tried, so we should leave. When they see the police passing by, they leave from there. They turn towards home and Ava is surprised to see that she is not going to the police station. Everyone reaches home. Danica's fiancé says that now everyone should separate and forget this matter forever. He says that the police will take care of this matter and there is nothing to worry about. Ava does not like this idea and she leaves without saying anything. 1 year passes like this. Ava again starts coming back to her city for Danica's bridal shower. Yes, now she is going to get married, but not to her fiancé but to some other boy because she broke up with her fiancé after that accident. Ava meets a girl in the flight who is a para caste. Hearing that she is also going to the same place, Ava asks her for a lift. Ava's ex had come here with a car, so both the girls sat in the car and they left from there. Danica was very happy and met Ava very well. Stevie also came here and met both of them. After some time Danica sits with everyone and starts looking at their gifts. Then a letter falls down. She opens it and there was a card inside on which was written, "I know what you did last summer." Danica is shocked and asks who sent it, but no one knew. Later she shows them the card and tells that all this is the work of my ex because he had gone mad due to last year's accident and that is why we separated. Ava's ex tells about that accident and says that the man who died had no family. Danica's ex's dad, who is the mayor of the city, had handled that case so that his son's name does not come up in that accident. Now the group reached Danica's ex-fiancé's place. He is shocked to see them. When she starts showing him the letter, he gets scared. He goes. He says that I have nothing to do with this. At night when Danica is at home, she feels someone's presence outside the window. When she goes to see, her fiancé comes from behind and catches her. He thinks that maybe Danica is nervous because of the wedding. that's why he relaxes her. Danica goes to take a bath. While outside, her fiancé is dreaming. She lies down in the tub outside and meditates to relax herself, and suddenly the lights outside turn on. Seeing this, her fiancé is shocked and goes out to check, but the lights turn off again. He was looking very carefully in the darkness. Then he comes back, but suddenly an arrow goes through his shoulder. He was about to fall but stands holding the pillar behind him. Danica had put on music so she could not hear anything. So he fell down but crawls a little and stands up again. Then he came to know that the killer has come there, who shoots another arrow. The killer then comes to her and kills her with his big hook. We cannot see the killer because he is wearing a mask. Danica feels fresh after taking a bath. She hears that the music is on downstairs. So she goes downstairs and sees a horrifying sight, that a rod is stuck in her Feng's neck, and above it was written in her blood, "You can't erase the past. You can't erase music," which frightens her a lot. The next morning everyone is sitting together. They try to understand what is happening. They take names of each other's friends who might know about last year's incident. Ava SX mentions Ava's new friend, a podcaster, who recently did a podcast about a killer, which Diana plays. In that, podcaster talks about the 1997 murders that were committed by the same killer with a hook. Now, after learning that all the young boys and girls were killed by the same killer with a hook, she is shocked and scared, but Ava says that it is crazy to think of the podcaster as the killer because she has just met me. The next morning, Ava meets the podcaster and asks her to tell her a little about herself. The podcaster brings her to a very old house and, behaving like a mad person, repeatedly talks about the 1997 murders that the serial killer had committed. Then she whispers in Ava's ear that the killer has left a note for his victims, i.e. those whom he will now hunt and kill. On which was written, "I know what you did last summer." And she also shows it to her. She also tells Ava about a professor lady and a man named Ray who were survivors of the accident in that town. That is, two people who survived the killer. She scares Ava further. She tells her to wait and goes upstairs herself. Ava calls for help. As the wait increased, she suddenly finds the killer standing in front of her. She thought that it was the podcaster who was joking with me. But she was upstairs. This means that it was really the killer in front of Ava. He attacks her. Then Ava keeps dodging every attack of the killer. She injures the killer with a knife. Then she locks herself in a room while stabbing the killer. After some time, when she realized that the killer is no longer there, she came out. Then the podcaster also comes there. But then a big cage fell on Ava, due to which she got imprisoned. She panics and tells the podcaster to go and get help. So she runs away from there. The podcaster finds herself in a one-man elevator. So she starts pulling it. By then the killer has also arrived there. Ava tries to remove the nurse from the cage. While the podcaster reaches a storeroom upstairs where there are many mannequins. The killer comes from behind and catches her, and when he tries to strangle her, she somehow removes the killer's mask. Whoever he was, the podcaster recognizes him. Meanwhile, Stevie reaches to help Ava, and as soon as they come out, the podcaster's body falls from above and hangs. The police reaches the crime scene and looks into the matter and says that there is a meeting in a town hall tomorrow morning, so it is important for all of them to come there. Now they do not understand what to do. But Ava has a plan. She is the survivor professor who is teaching her students. As she came out, Ava goes to her. But she does not want to talk about that incident of her past. But Ava pleads with her and asks for help. Now because she too was going through that strange situation. That is why she agrees to listen to Ava and brings Ava to her house. Ava asks, "Can you go to town with me?" On this the professor says that there is no use of it. There is only one way to find out who is doing all this. That is, find out who is the killer. In the town meeting, the police tell everyone that the podcaster has committed suicide. Because we have his history which proves that he was mentally unstable. Hearing this, Ava and her ex stand up and oppose this. Ava tells that he is not the killer, but when I went to his house, the killer really came there and followed me too. Hearing this, everyone is shocked. But the police does not believe this. They said that sorry, but we need proof. We cannot believe what you people say. Meanwhile, Ray comes, who is the second survivor of the town who was saved with the professor. He strictly says that you people should believe his words and should take this matter seriously. The police says that yes, we will do it, but in such a case we always take the help of Father, who was sitting in front. He stands up and tells everyone that whoever needs help should come to my house. Now Stevie goes to Ray because she never knew that he is also a survivor of that killer. He says that I do not like to talk about this. Then Stevie says that I have come with my friends to ask some questions. Here it is revealed that Ray was earlier the husband of a professor. He does not like the fact that my ex-wife, that professor, has asked these people to find the killer. Danica's ex tells Yen that I see only one solution, and that is to run away from this town. But Ray, who had experience of this, says that this will not prove to be a good idea. Meanwhile, they see the police report according to which the dead man was driving after drinking alcohol, and that car was also stolen. He says that we have to find out whose name that car was in. That is why they go to the car service in the town where cars were given on rent. She asks the man there, "Can we get information about the old car? We don't have the license, number plate, anything." Ava makes a drama here that it was my brother who died in that car accident. That's why the man gives them the information. They decide that with the help of the information they got, they will find the car. Danica and her ex went to the cemetery with John so that she can visit the grave of the dead man. They saw that there are fresh flowers on his grave. When the caretaker of the cemetery came there, they asked, "Do you know who placed these flowers?" He says, "No, I don't know." So both of them request him to show the CCTV footage, and he agrees. He goes to check, and as soon as he is about to find out, the killer comes from behind and slits his throat. Now it was evening and the man had not returned yet, so her ex went to check from there while Danica waits there, and as soon as she turns back, suddenly the killer appears in front of her. She gets very scared and runs away and hides in a storage. She finds a telephone there, and when she tries to call, the killer arrives there. She hides under the stage and the killer is walking over her. Soon the killer comes to know about her and attacks her. He pulls her out and throws her down. He was about to kill her when her fiancé comes. He saves the killer by throwing him aside. The killer runs away from there and he takes care of Danica. Now the professor who was at his home, suddenly someone came to his door who is none other than Ray. She lets him in. He said that I have come only because I am feeling sad that you have asked Ava to find the killer. Although you know that he can be the reason for everyone's death. On the other side, all the friends were together where Danica is also getting better now. Meanwhile, Ava's ex felt strange. That is why he comes to his car to improve his mood. But when he comes back, he finds that the door is locked. He starts going towards the window. But then the killer comes from behind and starts strangling him with a rope. Due to which he suffocated. The neck bone broke and he dies on the spot. Ava removes the curtain and sees that his car is leaving from there. She immediately calls him, but he was dead and the phone was kept near the dead body and the killer is driving the car. The next morning Ava and Danica went to Father. Danica felt strange and she goes to Father's chamber on the pretext of going to the washroom. Father started behaving strangely with Ava after seeing her. On the other hand, Danica sees Father's picture with a dead person in a book. Meanwhile, a woman came to take the book. So he goes to get the book. Seeing him coming, Danica hides in the cupboard. Father found something strange here, but Danica was lucky that he just took the book and went away. Both of them reach the police station the same evening to tell everything. But the police do not believe them. They think that they are blaming the father, and the police officer gets up and goes out. He tells them to wait. On the other hand, Danica is sleeping in the comfortable room where he sees a stranger in front of him. Then as soon as he closed his eyes to get some relief and looked again, there was no one there. He got up and went ahead to check. Where it was written on the door that you are next. Ava was fed up of sitting, and as soon as she was about to go out, she realized that both of them have been locked here in the police station. She shouts for help, but the police does not pay any attention to them. Now we come to know that Ray is actually Steve's boss too, and he tells him that I promised your father that I will always take care of you, and I am doing so. I will always do so. Danica was at her house with Fion. He sees that the gate is opening on its own. So he goes to check, where he sees a statue in the corner. But he does not notice that the real killer is standing behind him. In the blink of an eye, he attacks him with a knife. But he fights the killer. Punches him. Meanwhile, the killer stabs him again. He still pushes the killer away and starts crawling up the stairs. He screams for help, but his dad was listening to music, so he does not hear the sound. His mom was upstairs. He waves his hand, but unfortunately his mom does not see him. Then finally the killer comes and pulls him and takes him with him. Then his dad turns off the music, and as she comes out, she gets scared seeing that her son is so injured. She immediately ran to him. But then the killer comes and puts the hook through his neck, which kills her dad. Danica falls asleep in the police station and sees a boring dream in which there was a beauty queen of whom she is a fan. Her face suddenly starts to deteriorate and gets badly damaged. Then he attacks Danica with a hook. She gets scared seeing this. Immediately she wakes up. The police releases both of them and everyone reaches the crime scene, where Danica's fiancé and her dad are murdered and their bodies are hanging there badly. Seeing the dead body of her fiancé, Danica screams badly and cries. Then her friends take her away from there. Ray advises them to escape from this town through a boat. That's why she comes to Ava's ex's car, where they find his dead body too. Ava also starts crying. Then her friends bring her out too. Then the three girls sit in the boat and leave from there. The police also started suspecting the father. That is why they go to his house to arrest him. But after going there, they were shocked to see that the father had also died. And Ava was in the driver's cabin, where they hear the sound of something falling. Meanwhile, the police found a group photo at the father's house, where they see the partner of the dead man, who was none other than Stevie, and here the secret is revealed that she is the killer who was now on the boat with both of them. Suddenly she attacks Danica. Then she shows her real face in front of them, that yes, I am the killer, due to which they get shocked. Ava calls her mad. Then Stevie said that I am a strong free-thinking girl whom you cannot call mad. Then she says that when my mom and dad died, how everyone left me, due to which I was completely broken. I then met the man whom you people killed in that car accident. He was my only support. Earlier I did not know who he was. But when I found his dead body, I broke down once again. You had snatched my love from me. Dana asks, what is your purpose of telling all this now? She says that just like you had snatched my love from me, you had hurt me. You also feel the same pain. That is why I did the same. I snatched your love from both of you. Ava sees the flare gun and goes to pick it up, but Stevie stops her. Just then the hook falls down and Danica runs away with it. Stevie follows her, and then Ray also comes here to help. He reaches Stevie and points the gun. But she was holding Danica on the tip of her hook. But somehow Danica kills her and frees herself. Ray has no other way, he did not survive. That is why he shoots her and the TV falls into the water. Then Ava is with Ray in his bar. When he takes off his shirt, Ava gets scared to see that when the killer came to the podcaster's house and stabbed him with a knife, the same wound was on Ray, due to which she gets scared and tries to leave from there. But she finds out that the door is locked, and then Ray, that is, the second killer, also comes there with a hook to finish him off. Ava runs away, but he catches her hair. Ava was no less. She fights and attacks him and starts running away. She then breaks the window and tries to run away. But he comes back and catches her, where Ava was still trying hard to save herself. Meanwhile, the professor also comes here, and when she comes to the bar, Ava, who was attacked by Ray with a knife, comes in front of her. Then he pushes Ava aside and starts talking to the professor. He says that this girl was not able to come out of the shock when her parents died, and then that poor girl also lost her love, and I am proud that I supported this girl in killing her friends because she lost her love after her mom and dad. Saying this, he is about to kill the professor also. But then Ava attacks him from behind with an arrow which pierces through him and he dies on the spot. We again see Danica on the seashore, who was still alive. Now Ava and Danica were getting treated in the hospital. During this, they come to know that Stevie is still alive, so she thinks that this time she will not spare him because one killer, Ray, is dead, so it is necessary for the other killer, Stevie, to die, and now she will not rest until she kills him. With this, the movie ends here.